Facundo, whoa, Facundo, whoa. He came from Uruguay, but didn't get chance to shine. Facundo, whoa. Hello everyone, this is Forever United TV. I'm Adam. Facundo Pellistri is about to exit Manchester United. Stage right or stage left? Stage left is a loan deal to PSV. Stage right is the bright lights of LA and LA Galaxy. Ooh, interesting what is going on tonight regarding Manchester United and this transfer window. The poll is going up in the chat straight away, everybody. I'm going to ask you what you think. Would you cash in now, or would you want Pellistri back? Does he belong in Manchester United's team? Do you feel like he's not had a chance in a United shirt properly and there's more to come? Or of the state of what United are in financially, are you just going, if someone wants to pay, then they can have him? Where are you at right now? Get in the poll. Let me know what you're thinking, everybody. But obviously, of course, more importantly than the poll, it's just a simple like on the video. It is at 6 o'clock, slightly earlier than scheduled. But obviously, we've got the game tonight. Loads of content coming up. You see my video earlier on at the DW Stadium. We were live outside. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments and obviously all the praises. We want to put that extra effort in. Me and Kaz were there. Kaz was filming. Obviously, I was in front of the camera, having a little sneaky peek at the pitch and everything like that. So, yeah, just to have you guys along. I know it's difficult. Everyone's back in work and yeah, it's kind of dull again, isn't it? But I'm there brightening up your lunch break, hopefully, with a nice live video straight from the DW. Yes, it was cold there. Probably even colder now. I'm actually glad to be back and cosy in the studio, to be honest. But yeah, I've been looking ahead to this game. There was a few things coming around. I was debating whether to come out and do the usual show. I thought, you know what, we've got to keep up with the news as well. It is a transfer window, so this news came not, 20 minutes ago. Fabrizio Romano came out with a tweet in which he said, PSV Eindhoven have approached Manchester United over a loan deal for Facundo Pellistri. Negotiations are starting. Also, understand LA Galaxy also want Pellistri with a plan to submit a permanent transfer proposal soon. Up to Man United and the player. More to follow in the coming days. So this could possibly be a very, very busy and significant week for Manchester United. Obviously, we're waiting for the announcement that Jadon Sancho has finally agreed everything and the deal is over the line with Borussia Dortmund for that 6-month loan period. £3 million, I think, in terms of wages and loan commitment and fee. And now we're hearing that Facundo Pellistri, we said yesterday that Ten Hag has said that he isn't good enough. If the club were to ask Ten Hag what he thinks of Pellistri, and that question that I've asked you guys there, loan or sell, I think Eric Ten Hag would say, look, if it's going to give me more money to invest, I would sell Facundo Pellistri right now. So it's up to the club, it's up to the player. As Facundo Pellistri, looking at this from a player's perspective, what are you looking at here? You're going, am I going to get game time? Or should I go over to Holland, Eredivisie, play some football there? I mean, Ten Hag would obviously recommend going there, but I feel right now that we've talked about how short Ten Hag's tenure might be. Does he want to just cash in now? This isn't a Ten Hag player, let's not forget that. He was brought into the club before Ten Hag arrived. If there was an opportunity to make some quick money, I feel like Ten Hag would push for it if he knew that that money was being invested back in the squad, definitely. So if it was up to the club, I would say they would push for the sale. If it was up to Facundo Pellistri, LA Galaxy, a lot of people would say, as well as the MLS is now doing and now improving significantly, the football is a lot better. Obviously, you've got great players there, legends of the game, Messi, Busquets over in Miami. LA is, like I said, it's a great place to live. I personally have family over there myself. You've seen what the Beckhams in that documentary, when they moved over there all them years ago, they loved the lifestyle as well. He'll be closer to home, obviously, Central America. It's a shorter trip down to South America. Does that suit him? Is he accepting of dropping down a level? Because that is what it is. Where does the MLS rank in terms of leagues around the world? He's not in the top 10. Is there 10? No, that's being a bit harsh. I think it is in the top 10 just. But I'd put all of the European leagues, barring maybe the Belgium league, ahead of it, I would say. And they're the significant ones, obviously. England, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, Holland. Missing any out there significant ones? Not really for me. So I would say some of the Scandinavian leagues as well. But I think the MLS has got better, and it just, at his age of 22, is it a smart move for him? I think money-wise, he'd probably be on a decent wedge. Great lifestyle. Will be a legend over there because he is, I think, personally, too good for that league. Or some would say, and this is why I want your opinions on it, guys. Do you feel like Facundo Pellistri would shine and overshine there? Or do you feel like that is his level? If I was him personally and you wanted to develop, I would go to PSV. I think you would definitely get proper coaching there. You would get a lot of game time, I feel, at PSV as well. You've seen the players that have come out there in the past and developed. Maybe this is a good move for him. But if Ten Hag is still in a job in the summer, you know it's a waste of time because you're not getting back in this United side. He's going to invest more. He's still going to have Anthony in front of him because United cannot get rid of Anthony. So for me, unless Pellistri knew that Anthony was going to be sold in the summer, I wouldn't be looking at going out on loan and coming back again because you're not going to get a place in this team. Or does, on the other hand, then, looking at it from the other side, does he say, do you know what, if United don't do well now, then there's a chance that there's going to be another manager in place. I can go and prove my worth over in Holland, play really well, and then be in the thoughts of the new man coming in. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. It's a very, very difficult call to make for Facundo. It really is. This came about through another bit of information that came out earlier on today, not long after I'd finished recording live at the DW Stadium, that Ten Hag now says Amad Diallo is going absolutely nowhere. And Facundo Pellistri would be the one to leave out of them players on the right-hand side. So, from what I seen in the pre-season, Amad was ahead of Pellistri. Amad was playing early doors in pre-season. He started the first game of the US tour. That's where he got the injury against Arsenal, sadly. So when you look at Erik Ten Hag, he does want to see probably what Amad can bring, because he's not had the chance to play him. He's not had the chance to see what his capabilities are properly and in a competitive game. So he came on, made a bit of an impact against Forest. I feel if you're if you're Ten Hag right now, you're looking at this and you're going, I just want to see what he can do. I know what Pellistri can do. I now want to see what Amad can do in a few competitive games. I feel like if Amad was going to go out on loan, I don't think we'd see him go until right at the end of this window. I think you can definitely expect Amad to be playing in the game tonight at some points, the game against Spurs and the game against Wolves. And then maybe you'll get a decision right at the end of the window if he wants to send Amad on loan. So, yeah, personally, this is a 50-50 split on both sides of it. I feel like the club are in a position, Ineos, the football in control. Oh, it's like, have you seen enough of this team yet? Have the people, you know what? Have the people, I say have the people. What about the directors of football, the sporting directors and the recruitment coaches and everything? Like, what about when they come in? What are they going to think? We're not even at that stage yet because then people are not in. So if Ineos have got any say on this whatsoever, they are fully in trust of the Manchester United staff and the people that are in charge right now. They are fully in trust of them and taking their opinions on this alone. And I don't know if that is... I don't ever be confident as Ineos in trusting what's there now or what's been there before personally. Does this mean that they push for him to go out on loan and want to see what he can do at another club, knowing that that's their player, knowing that if he actually does do something in PSV and performs, you've got that player coming back in the summer for Zilcho? And then that makes a lot of things easier because you could have Greenwood coming back where you've got to make a decision on. That may make the Jadon Sancho decision even easier. And if you had to do a cut down price for Anthony, wouldn't it be better knowing that you didn't need to bring a replacement in because you've got Pellistri there, you've got Amad there, you've got Greenwood coming back who can play both sides and the centre forward. All of the front line is sorted in a way. And yeah, you can make plans just in case it doesn't work for Pellistri and Amad. But at least they're there. At least we have got something on that side. And obviously, like I said, with Mason coming back and Sancho coming back and possibly not a new manager and not Ten Hag in situ, loan him. I've made my mind. I've just talked myself into loaning Pellistri out. You know what? it'd have to be a substantial amount of money to get Pellistri out of the club in January. Guys, please give the video a like. 10 minutes in right now. Let's get to that 100 mark, please. If everyone in the chat right now, put the thumbs up on the video, please, and do subscribe if you are tuning for the first time. Yes, big and out, we did just cross over the 36,000 subscriber mark, everyone. Thank you so much. We are on track for 40k. We want to get 40k before the end of January. That is the target. And then there's a sole focus on the 50. 50 is the one I want to get to. And then we're pushing. Then we're pushing silver play button, guys. Yes, we are. Yes, you heard it. I said it. I want it. And I'm going for it this year. As close as I can get anyway. But yeah, like the video, obviously, subscribe, and yeah, share the video as well if you want. All options are there. I have just figured out how to drop in a few products onto the video as well. You may have noticed below. I'm playing all the time with the buttons and figuring things out, but some of the shop is there below as well, guys. Have you seen the post that we put out before? Kaz was on there filming with me. She has had a big input into fixing the store up as well, so make sure you give Kaz a big like in the chat as well, and have a look at the store and just appreciate some of the work that she's put in. We both worked hard on it. It's mainly her though, and what she's put in, so have a little nosy around. Let us know what you think, and obviously let Kaz know in the chat as well. And we are obviously always appreciative of all of your support and comments and feedback, so get in there and get it done. But yeah, 36k, thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully you guys are all going to be tuning in for the watch along later, even if you just got it on in the background. It means a lot, and it just means you're there watching me and our reaction, and we're watching this game together as one. I took you to the DW earlier on, and now bringing you back to the game, and it's just good to have you all in the room as well. I know you're like, if you're like me, you're like your own little setup. You've got your routine when it comes to the game, haven't you? Match day routines, everyone's got one. You may think that you've not, and you just generally go along and watch the game no matter what, but you have got one, trust me. You like your little comforts when the game's on. For me, I probably need padded walls when a game is on. Unfortunately, I don't have that, and I could cause myself serious injury because you know I'm quite an emotional guy when I watch the game. But that alone is entertainment enough. We're starting the stream for the watch along at 7:30 tonight, guys. So join us then, 20 minutes in, obviously, guys, because we've got the live draw for the FA Cup 4th round. That is at 10 to 8. So while we're on the watch along stream, we will have the FA Cup 4th round draw. So yeah, do tune in. That would be fantastic and great to have you all along. I'm going to get into some of your chat right now. Actually, let's just see where the poll is at. If you have just tuned in, we're talking about Facundo Pellistri. He's got 2 options apparently on the table. Well, more than 2. We heard about Villarreal the other day. PSV have now approached United, and talks are ongoing for a possible loan for the last 6 months of the season. Obviously, the negotiation and the details of that we will find out in time. But also, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that LA Galaxy are preparing a bid for a permanent move to the MLS for Facundo Pellistri. So that's the main headline of news before we head into the football tonight. But I've just put the poll up. What would you do if you could? Cash in on Pellistri now. 37% are going with that. Loan and bring him back, 63%. A lot of you are actually thinking there is something there in Facundo Pellistri. Another question I want to ask you guys. I'm not going to do a poll. I'm just going to leave that one running for now. But just get in chat. Let me know. Comment. How much will it take for you to consider selling Pellistri this January? What's the fee that you think, actually, even if he comes back off loan, we're not going to get that, and there's no guarantee he's going to play. Let's just cash in. Let me know what you think. What is the price? What's Pellistri's price right now to go in January? What's the fee? Let me know what the fee is. I would say, honestly, Facundo Pellistri, to get him gone in January, I think 30 million, I think that's fair. I do. I think 30 million, see you later. Thank you very much, Facundo. Gutted that it didn't work out for you, but you can't turn that down for a player that really doesn't play that much. Could do. We don't know. In our position right now, what are we going with? For me, you can't ignore that sort of money. So let's see what the club do. Let's see what United think. And T's not agreeing with me. Let's get into some of this now. 60 million, says Kitty Miller. 60? 50 million, says United 90. 35 if we have to sell him, but I say keep him. Barry says 50 million. Nah, don't sell him at all, or just I'll just extort everyone like they do to us. 50 million or nothing. 50 million, says Lance. 50 million, Jonathan. 35 buyback in there, says Big G. 25 to 30 million, says Mr T. MLS would never pay that. You don't know, Ollie. You just don't know. There could be a structured one. And then you've got Gray 100 who says 20 tops. Wow. 20 tops. So you've gone from literally some people saying 20 million, some saying 50 million. I think right bang in the middle. 25 pushing it, I'd say 30 million. Is Ahmad's value for me. Definitely 30 mil. Let's see where we're at. Any more on that? Any advance? Jabtastic says 180. 95.65 seems about fair. That wasn't from me. Obviously, there's an intruder in the chat. He goes by the name of Ben. He was taking my name in the chat there. Would that be covering some of Anthony? Maybe? Yeah. It will be interesting to see where the club go with this one. But again, let me know what you think about the news that this came from, really. And Ten Hag saying that Ahmad is not going anywhere. He wants to see more of him. Very, very interesting. That one. Very interesting. Let's get into a few more. He hasn't played enough, so I'd say 20 to 30 million would be achievable, says Anthony Wisdom. Connolly says, don't sell anyone yet till the summer, just in case we end up sacking Erik Ten Hag. A new manager might want Pellistri and not Anthony. So I would keep till summer, maybe a loan just for now. Pretty much like I just explained there, Connolly. That is the other option how I would see it. If Chelsea can do it, so can we, says Forever United TV. Yeah, Chelsea can get whatever they bleeding want for a player. It's an absolute joke. It really, really annoys me how they get the value for their players. But we're a million miles away from that. Frank Davison says 35 due to his international record. True, he is a full Uruguayan international. And you know what? Facundo Pellistri, when that World Cup comes around, you watch out for him and that Uruguayan team. They look strong right now. They are looking tasty. They have beaten Argentina and Brazil already in their qualifying in the internationals. They are a danger in South America at the moment. He could be part of that and maybe even worth more money with an absolute stormer of a World Cup as well. So I would say I convinced myself to send him out on loan. I talked myself into it with everything I said. I talked myself into him staying and just going out on loan. Let's see. Well, yeah, do give the video a like, please, guys. Let's get up to that 200 mark. Already well over 150, over 600 people in the room with us right now. Just give the video a quick thumbs up and we'll move on. There is other transfer news as well. How can so much happen on a game day? It's not like United, but it's not like anyone usually, but it is January and there is a lot of rumours going round right now. One of them being Branthwaite from Everton. This is a silly one for me. Yes, good player. Yes, I would be interested. But, oh my God, 100% no. Would I be paying anywhere near 100 million for any player at Everton? For any player in the world, to that matter. So how have Everton managed to slap a £100 million price tag on a player that's making his debut in the Premier League this season? I do not know, but them reports are there. Even Real Madrid, apparently, are interested in Branthwaite from Everton. And that's probably why they have the cheek to actually say, look, he's worth 100 million. We go Branthwaite. This is actually, do you know what? I'm going to end the poll for Facundo Pellistri. Thank you so much for voting. Over 300 votes on that. 63% of you have said they would keep Pellistri and not sell him right now. Thank you very much. I'm just going to open up another poll now. This is a simple one again. Who would you rather? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm just putting this one in for you guys. Okay. This is quite interesting, actually. I'm just going to make it look a bit more respectable because it just sounds ridiculous even for me. I'm not doing it even for the sake of a poll. But see what you think anyway, guys. So I'm going to put the poll in right now. So this is a question to you guys as to how you would approach the transfer window, how you think we're going to approach it. Who would you rather is the question. Todibo, 35 million. Branthwaite, 80 to 100 million. I put 80 to 100 million there because there's not a cat in hell's chance that anyone is going to pay that to Everton. It'll probably be less than that. But these are the stupid things and numbers that come out. For me, I'm looking at this now and going, Manchester United are going to look at this. They'll have a discussion with Everton and they'll give him a price and you're just going to get the bird. The middle finger will come out and they will just say, what are you on about? What are you talking about? Where are you even getting them figures from? And see you later. Good luck in the future. Because no one is going to pay that. So this is it's not so much an approach regarding Branthwaite and Todibo especially. I'm just bringing up these two names because both centre-backs have been linked with United now. I'm just looking at this and I'm asking you guys the question. It's like, you've seen the mistakes United have made before. This is the Harry Maguire scenario all over again. Do we need to start realising what mistakes we've made in the past and approach this transfer window differently? I honestly would trust in the foreign player within Todibo coming in rather than spending all of our budget on one player again. I think this is where we need to go with our transfer dealings now. I think this is where we need to go and I know this club is in no financial position, but honestly I don't think anyone would even go near this deal at all. And you know what, Everton could be hampering another player's future here by pricing him completely out of the market. I look at this and I go, you know what, this is the Gerard Bowen situation again. Who is going to spend that amount of money on Gerard Bowen that West Ham have just picked out of the air and said, yeah, he's doing all right in the England squad, good few goals in the Premier League, 100 million. Shut up. No one's going to pay that, meaning he's going to be stuck at West Ham, limiting what progression he could actually make, because I do believe that Gerard Bowen is a top 4 player. The way he's played this season, yes, some would say, look, Adam, you're jumping the gun a little bit. He's having one good season. Why are you just promoting him straight to the top 4 and ready for Champions League? He's got his way into the England squad, and it's progression year on year that actually gets me with players and why I big up players. I just see improvement constantly with Gerard Bowen. Braithwaite's in his first season. These smaller clubs, I understand their side of it and why they would put a stupid price tag on, safeguarding themselves. If someone wants to come in and they get that amount of money, it's not that bad. They can go and reinvest it. But 100 million, I think you're taking Branthwaite's future away. Same with Gerard Bowen. I think it's just stupid. I really do. I could understand the Declan Rice one because he'd got to that stage and his contract was winding down. The only positive for Branthwaite in this is that he is young and he's got a lot of time left in his career. So for me, yes, just about salvageable for him, but I feel like Everton are really doing him over with this one here. 200 likes in the room. Thank you very much, everybody. Just over 700 in with us right now. This is a brilliant start to the night. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Please, please, please get all of your comments in. I'm going to the chat right now. This is your time of the show, everybody. Let's just spin right up the chat and stop it here. Aniket says, I think that is a certain that Erik ten Hag didn't know the intensity of the Premier League. That was quickly transition. He thought he would just play total football like that. He got a shock to the system is what he's saying. Aniket, yeah, did. Just like Man U, say Rashford, 100 million player and he not worth 10p. Mr T, I think it is different with Rashford. He has shown before that he has got qualities. I mean, the man scored over 100 goals for United, so he has got something there. I do agree this season his value would have completely diminished and I think it would have put a lot of people off buying him, but I don't think United have ever put a price tag on him, to be honest. I think everyone's just been talking social media and things like that, but The rumour from the reports are that Branthwaite is valued at 100 million. I don't think I've ever seen a valuation on Marcus Rashford, to be honest. Sell Anthony, loan Pellistri, bring in Traore on loan. Carl, it's not FIFA. Sorry, mate. I know where you're going with it, but it can't happen. I would rather have Branthwaite, but not at that valuation. I understand, Graham. I am with you on that one, definitely. Pellistri, a weaker version of Dan James. Really? No, I disagree with that one, King Eric, but he has had lots of 10 and 20 minutes here and there. Hannah's done absolutely nothing. Completely disagree with that, King Eric. Anthony is shite, but if you think Pellistri is our future, then we are done. No, I'll rephrase all of it just from that paragraph you said there, King Eric. I'm looking at the situation we're in right now. Who would you rather have, Pellistri or Anthony? Because we can't go out and spend on anyone better than Pellistri. We haven't got the money. You've got both of these players in. Who are you having? Oh, there's a simple yes or no. Anthony or Pellistri. That's what I'm getting at. Beanhead, has Adam gone separate from United stand? I was going to put that community post up and let you guys know exactly what is going on. I am going to do that in between this stream and the watch along. So there you go. That'll be up in a little bit as soon as this one's finished, actually. Lance says Pellistri will work in Xabi Alonso's possession football style, so I would like for him to go to Leverkusen. It's if that is an option. It would be nice if the actual club had a sporting direction and sent these players to the clubs that they know are going to develop these players even more, and then when they do come back, they are enhanced and they are better players, rather than, well, that looks alright, they need a player, let's just send him there. That actually looks like what United have done with loans before. It has got a little bit better recently, and we are getting a few players coming back off loan that have been doing well, so I'm good for that. ZL says Branthwaite's a 50-60 million tops. Tadibo is class, says T. I'd go down the Tadibo route at the prices. That's where I'm at. If I had to choose between both players, I know Branthwaite's Premier League ready, hardened, and I think would fit right in at United. You just cannot put a big price tag on him. If it was Tadibo and Branthwaite at the same price, I'd take Branthwaite. I would. Just for that Premier League proven ability. From what I've seen of him, I think he is a quality player and a potential great player at centre-back and an England regular. Is he actually English? Actually, I'm jumping the gun there. Sorry, if he's not, I don't actually know his nationality. I should have done that beforehand, but yep, sorry everyone. Adam, we still owe money on Sancho. We owe 300 million in unpaid transfers. What is Ineos going to do about the billion debt? We are screwed. Mike, the payments for the transfers are worked into United's financials. They're part of our outgoings and they're calculated for in the end of years, mate. So unless the Premier League starts to speed up that process and enforce a new law, which I think they are trying to do, the sustainability and profitability rules are pushing this forward a little bit, that you have to pay these deals quicker. So it's going to stop the bigger deals in the future and make clubs think about their expenditure a lot more. That's the sustainability, and obviously it's going to help the profitability, because you're going to end up selling more of your younger players because you've brought them through and it's 100% profit. You can see where the Premier League are going with it and their side of things. Frank Davison, I'm happy to give this kid from youth his run for the rest of the season. Let's see what he has. He looks decent. Who's that, mate? Who's that, Frank? I'm not too sure. Are you talking Camberwella? Centre back? Let me know. Let me know, Frank. Just see what else we've got here. Kitty Miller. Use the 100 million and buy Scavalin. Oh, not Scavalin. Scalvini, isn't it? Scalvini. Yes. I think you said that wrong there. Scalvini and Tadibo. If you had 100 million to spend, you could get two centre backs, I think is what Kitty is saying there. I agree with that, definitely. There are other options for us. No problem, Mike. Hopefully that cleared things up. Rasmus won't score until he gets the service. No, and that's on Eric Ten Hag and the training ground and all the time that he's now got, because we're out of 3 competitions already. Let me just see there. Alistair has Alistair has renewed his membership. Thank you very much, Alistair. And dropped in a chat as well. Hi, Adam. Simple question. Will Erik ten Hag time? Question mark. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you mean by that, Alistair. Please rephrase. Simple question. Will Erik ten Hag time? I don't know. That's edited. Will Erik ten Hag get time? There you go, Alistair. Thank you for coming back in the chat. I bet you were panicking there for a minute, thinking, damn, I can't message back. Yes, Frank Davison Camberwell is what you meant. I like the look of him as well, but I do believe that you need to nurture these players in a little bit, I would say. Give them a full chance. If he hits the ground running and makes it impossible for us to drop him, then run with it. By all means, run with it. 100% agree with you, Frank. Will Erik ten Hag get time? Says Alistair. Alistair, I don't know. I've said, for me, if he doesn't make Champions League, I feel he would be gone. But that was under the old regime. Will Ineos wait around? See, the two things that I talked about this morning and what I did on other shows are Erik ten Hag's time now left at Manchester United is judged from two sides. How he does from now till the rest of the season. He needs to make Champions League football, win a trophy to convince Ineos that he is the man to go forward. And will he fall into line with the new structure that Ineos are going to put into Manchester United? Because I spoke before, if you didn't see the show this morning, about how Nice are run. There is a manager, there is a sporting director. The manager is consulted by the sporting director, but ultimately the sporting director has all the say on the transfers, the manager has none. If Ineos want to run their ship exactly the same, which I can't see why they would change, because the current format at United has got us to where we are now, then Erik ten Hag has to restructure his whole contract. Will you agree on that? I read a piece out from an article on an interview with Erik ten Hag when he signed for United. He was speaking to a Dutch media when he said, that is a staple for me. I have my conditions which need to be met or I won't sign. The big condition in that is transfers. Transfers, quote unquote, is a must. He has to have control of transfers. So for Erik ten Hag, he has to change how he runs Manchester United as such, because he has obviously a say and a bit more power than what we knew. So for me, I would say ten Hag has to change that. And I feel like unless he does change how he wants to work, he won't last long at Manchester United, especially not under Ineos anyway. Let's end that poll there. Loads of votes on that again. Most people going with Todibo over Branthwaite. I feel like they've gone with Todibo simply because of the price. If Branthwaite was the same price, I feel like everyone would go down that road. That's where I would go as well. 200 likes in the bag. There is another poll going up now. 1 second, it's just coming up now. Sorry, 1 second. Oh man, typos. Adam's at it again with the typos. There you go. Let me see what. There's a poll up there now. I'm not going to read it out. You guys just read it and then let me know. I'm just going to come and judge it. And don't let me down either. Be a man, be a woman of your word. If you go into that poll and you vote yes, then you need to come along. And if you said no, what's wrong with you? It's entertainment at its finest. Yes. It isn't on, sorry guys, by the way, I need to address, it isn't on BBC. It's on ITV, the game tonight. I did say in the preview show earlier on outside the DW, I seen the actual gantry box where the presenters and the pundits are and where the show is filmed from, and I said, yeah, that must be where BBC are filming tonight. It wasn't. It's not BBC, it's ITV, guys. Yeah, we are on air live here on the channel at 7:30 for the watch along. We will be going through the draw as well before the game, so that's going to be live. We're going to see who Manchester United get, and I think that's a bit of excitement before the game. And then, of course, we've got the game on top of that. So, yeah, all good and well. It is a fully packed schedule and one hell of a night ahead of us tonight. I'm just looking at some of the weather in the news. It is horrendous, man. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, guys, well, there's quite a few in the room with us. Don't forget, I am playing at Newtown AFC in a charity match this weekend. 3 o'clock kickoff. It is all for a good cause. All going to charity. Guys, if you're interested, please get in touch or just come down to Newtown AFC. Is Mid Wales. I'm playing in that game. There are quite a few big names. I know Haber is there, Angry Ginge is there, Johnny Aarons is there playing. So quite a few players who actually played in the Sidemen YouTubers game at West Ham. So I am going to go and break a few legs. I'm not going to break legs, honestly. I won't. But if anyone tries to be clever, you know what it's like, don't you? When you get to a certain age, guys, you know what I'm saying here. You get these young whippersnappers start coming on, giving it all a big one, running around you, bundles of energy, a little down the back of the Achilles. No, I didn't say that, honestly. I didn't. I won't do that. Someone tries taking the mic, I swear. Yeah, we'll see. But, guys, yeah, it is all for a good cause. So, if you are looking to do something on Saturday, got a bit of spare time, make your way across. Newtown AFC in Wales. I'm playing there. Charity game, Kickabout for Charity. Is the cause. That is on Instagram. If you search out Kickabout for Charity on Instagram, all the information is there as well, guys, and you can get that on just by searching that on Google as well. It's there, so do give it a bit of a look up, and if you fancy coming down supporting your man, we could have a drink afterwards as well. I will be filming live from there as well, so let's see who we can grab onto the videos as well while we're live. So a bit of entertainment along the way as well, guys. So yeah, we're doing this. There is a playlist now, FUTV live outside. We're going to make a bit of a series of this in different locations, possibly different guests as well, adding to the channel's content. This is what we're about. We're going to just bring different places and show you guys just a different side of what can be done with all of this type of content. It's not boring, is it, guys? That's one thing you can say. That's one thing you can say. Nearly at 300 likes, guys. Just a couple away. Just if everyone in the chat right now could just give the video a like, we can cheer on the 300 accomplishment met. Let's get into the chat. Ahmad staying put in January, says Guru. Yes, we did just talk about that. Big up, Adam. UK Strains. Mate, it's showing here in Wales. Yeah, that is Wales. I did say that, Christopher. Mid Wales is where it's at. Right in the middle of the country, guys. So if you are about, then it's worth the drive. It's entertainment, trust me. And there's some big names there. There really is. So come along. I think tickets are available, but selling very, very fast. We're expecting a few thousand there. So yeah, if you can, get along. I'm going to need all the support I can against all of these younger lads, all of these big influencers. You know what they're like. Keeping up the old guard. That's what it's about. Flattening a few of them at the same time. 315 likes. Job is a good one, everybody. Thank you so much. And yeah, 36,000 subscribers. We passed that today. We're on the road to the 40k mark. I want to get there before we at the end of January. And then we're on for the big one, the 50. And then you know what's after that. I'm not even going to mention it, but I am hell-bent, fully committed to making this happen, guys. So please, please, please like the video, subscribe if you are tuning in for the first time, share the video, drop down, hit the merch column, everything. We're on all over the socials. We're on TikTok, FUTV, guys. So search it out. Instagram, that's my account. I've not made one for FUTV yet. Twitter, obviously, that is there below in the description as well, guys. My own account and FUTV's, which has just started. So go along and support us there. All of the clips from the videos, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, they're all there. Just support us wherever you can. It costs nothing, and we really do appreciate it. But guys, that is it for your update video. Join me at 7:30 tonight, where the fun continues Oh, it's a lot of streaming today, isn't it? We took you everywhere. Anyway, it's the big one. The draw is coming first before the game, the watch along. We'll have the full reaction show, me and Jay, and then we're going to have the player ratings straight after that as well tonight. What a jam-packed day full of content for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you in, what's that, about 45 minutes time? Watch along time. Come on.